Alright, here are my thoughts on A Boy Named Charlie Brown. This is a movie based on the Peanuts comic series. It's also kind of a movie adaptation of the TV specials that aired through the 60s, like, the famous Christmas special, the famous Halloween special, all those really iconic, you know. Yeah. I think a lot of people know Charlie Brown pretty well. Um, and I love the Christmas special. The Halloween special's great too. Um, I guess you could say they're just very charming little cartoons. They're just very simple. They have all these child voice actors, and they're not very good actors. Let's be honest, but you know they're they're trying. They're just kids. Um, um, there's just a very laid back charm to these Peanuts cartoons, and it is funny like listening to these kids like saying all these adult words and phrases and stuff. It's yeah. Anyway, I could go on and on, like analyzing all of the little things that make Peanuts so charming. Um, let's. This is actually the first of several Peanuts movies. Yeah, we actually have three more in the 70s. So that's four main ones. Although, that not counting the one from just a couple years ago. Um, but yeah. Is there anything else I was gonna say here? Well, anyway, this movie is about Charlie Brown competing in a spelling bee, and there's not much else to say about the plot. Charlie Brown competes in a spelling bee, and you know, there's some little subplots like Linus giving him his blanket, but he apparently loses it, so Linus is looking everywhere, and um, but yeah, but all along the way, there's all these little, you know, uh, rather unrelated segments that, they seem rather irrelevant, but they do kind of, for the most part, they kind of add to a major theme, which is because it takes almost half an hour before the spelling bee plot kicks in. Um, but pretty much the major theme of the movie is not so much the spelling bees, so much as it's Charlie Brown basically dealing with his inadequacy, and I will say this movie does. It is probably the most relatable movie I've covered so far, because, I think I do kind of feel like Charlie Brown at times. You know, at uh, at 30 years old, I won't lie, I'm kind of living every worst nightmare I had. Um, Everything that I didn't want to have to deal with at age 30, I'm dealing with at age 30. Uh, but I'm not gonna go whining about my life right now. Um, yeah, there's other places where I can do that. Um, anyway, yeah. Along the way, there's a couple of little, you know, slightly more avant-garde segments that have like little to no bearing on the plot. But they are enjoyable. Um, and it's not quite. Yeah, it's definitely not as bad as in Man Called Flintstone, where all of those musical numbers just kept bringing the movie to a complete stop. Um, Here they somehow actually work. They just help the experience along. I guess it also helps that unlike Flintstones, for Peanuts, it's just very laid back in general. So you kind of expect a lot of stuff like that to happen. Little moments to just stop the action or the main plot, and just I don't know. It just somehow works a lot more for Peanuts than it does for Flintstones. Um, so yeah, the little segments have some of the best animations in the movie, or in some cases, it's just like the most interesting and literally colorful. There's like let's see, what are the segments? There's the I before E, except after C song. There's there's the scene where Snoopy is ice skating, and partway through it's like parodying a hockey game. Yeah, amusing little segment. But yeah, I'll probably the highlight of the entire movie is Schroeder playing Beethoven. There's this it turns into this little animated segment with all these images coming up, and it's not the best animation ever, but by Peanut standards, it's pretty nice. And I do think the imagery is overall very, I'd probably say beautiful. It's again, it's not the best animation ever, but I think the imagery within the animation is very nice. Um, but yeah, it's kind of like something out of Fantasia. I mean, you know, while not animated nearly as well, it does have a very. It's kind of like the very first segment of Fantasia, you know the Bach composition, where it's just a bunch of random images that just kind of it's the concept of Fantasia is like the kind of images you see when you close your eyes. That's kind of like what the Schroeder Beethoven segment is like. And some of the images even kind of remind me of the ending segment of Fantasia as well, the Ave Maria segment. Um, yeah, it's just a very, very nice segment, and yeah, I love it. Um, and yeah, the movie overall is just very nice. It's just very chill, laid back. It's relatable. Um, Kind of mean spirited, granted, because, yeah, to be fair, almost every Peanuts work is mean spirited, because, I mean, yeah, basically the entire world hates Charlie Brown, or, it's just, yeah, all the crap that Charlie Brown has to put up with. Um, and yeah, in this movie, his self-esteem gets a constant beat down by like Lucy and her posse. Um, yeah, if Lucy was my child, I would. Well, I don't want to say I would hit her or anything, as much as I would want to, but all right. I apologize. I don't want to talk about abusing a child here. No, if she was my child, I would discipline her in a reasonable parenting way. But yeah, whatever. I'm never gonna be a parent, and I don't care. Probably for the best. um. Anyway, yeah, it's a very nice movie, and I just enjoy it. I love Peanuts in general. I mean, I do kind of have some issues with all the abuse that Charlie Brown puts up with, but still, I love Peanuts. And yeah, I think most of the best aspects of the Peanuts series is present in this movie. So yeah, I think I'll give this movie an 8 out of 10, and if you're a fan of Peanuts, or if you wanna, or if you have any kind of curiosity, you know, you wanna check out the any of the cartoons. Well, first of all, I'd probably recommend you start with both the Halloween special and the Christmas special. Those are classics. But yeah, this one's definitely worth a watch as well. And yeah, 8 out of 10. Um, and if there's anything else I feel I need to add, I'll put it in the comments. So yeah, I guess that's all I gotta say for now. Good grief. Mash it and smash it signing off.